from me and this Buddha. Welcome to Vientiane, Laos. Now, our first stop is going to be here at the Buddha Park. And what's pretty cool is everything tells here a story. It's pretty nice and pretty incredible how everything is with good karma, bad karma. But yeah, this is our first stop. So the Buddha Park, also known as the Xian Quan, is a sculpture park in the meadow by the Mekong River. Although it is not a temple, it may be referred to as Wat Xian Quan, since it contains numerous religious images. This park contains over 200 Hindu and Buddhist statues. The entrance fee, I believe, was about $2 USD, which is very, very cheap. From my understanding, they've done a lot of things to this place, but it was very amazing and cool to see all the old statues. This has to be a place for you to visit and enjoy. Make sure to bring a camera and plenty of sunscreen just in case the sun is out. All right, we're here at Patat Luang, or also known as the Great Sacred Stupa. There is a lot of history here with the French and like rebuilding and just some incredible history here. So let's go inside and check this out. So the Great Stupa is a large gold-covered Buddhist stupa in the center of the city. Since its initial establishment suggested to be around the 3rd century AD, the stupa has undergone several reconstructions as recently as the 1930s due to the foreign invasions of the area. There's also a story here about the monks that came in that brought a sacred relic, which is believed to be the breastbone of Buddha, and enshrined it in the stupa during the 3rd century BC. There is a lot of history here by the Dutch coming in, India, the French, and even Thai invasion, which left this place heavily damaged and abandoned. It was not until the 1900s that the French restored it to its original design based on the detailed drawings from 1867 by the French architect Louis de Laporte. It went through a couple more Thai air raids during the Franco-Thai War era, but it was finally reconstructed after World War II, so enjoy. Now, the other thing that's pretty cool here is the Baktusai Monument, which, if you look at this thing, it's very similar to the Arc de Triomphe from France, and there's a reason. I'm gonna have some help with this whole thing. Maybe I can get him to talk to me. So, yeah. Okay, this is my tour guide.
Sawadee.
You want to say hello? So can you tell us about the monument here?
Yeah, so the monument in front of us there is we call Pak Tu Sai in Laos. Pak Tu is the gate, Sai is victory. So we can call in English is victory gate. Yeah. So the monument it was built in 1957. Yeah, after we get independent the country from French in 1954. So the aims of the monument, it would build to remind those of the Lao people who try to sacrifice themselves to independent the country from French.
Yeah, wow, cool. Okay, let's go ahead inside and check this place out. Thank you. Okay, so here at Wat Singmang, if you guys see my previous videos, as you guys know, Wat means temple. Si is the name of the lady and Mang is the name of the community. So the reason why it was called Wat Singmang, it's pretty interesting, I guess. Has to do something with this thing right back here. Let me tell you the story. So this temple was built in 1563 in the former kingdom of Langshang. A statue of the king stands in front of the Wat Simang. There is a legend that pregnant women at that time of construction were given to as a sacrifice to God. This temple here is named after a young woman who sacrificed herself to protect the city from a very big disaster. Her sacrifice was to call upon an ancient guardian spirit to protect the city from an oncoming flood. There's another version of the story, perhaps resulting from mistranslation, that it has multiple pregnant women that were sacrificed to prevent evil spirits from causing a disaster. Either way, the mythical Si Muang continues to be remembered and honored as a hero. There's a lot of monks here that are here for prayer and people that come here for blessings, so as always, be respectful when you're coming in. Okay, here at the Cope Visitor Center, we are going to check out exactly what it is inside. I'm not really too sure what's in here, so yeah, let's check it out. So the Cope Visitor Center is a very interesting place. It shows some of the bombings that happened here during like the Vietnam War, some of the fighting, some of the back and forth, and the aftermath of the wars. It educates you and shows you what the effects of bombs have done to the country, and not only that, but even bombs that didn't detonate and are still affecting people today. It's pretty much a history of unexploded ordnance in Laos, the way it affects the life in the country, and they even have a display of mobility-related disabilities and how the people survived. It is a very interesting place and will show you tons of history. Be sure to stop here. So here we are at Wat Si Saket. Going to give you guys a quick walk around through this area. There's a couple rules also, so be sure to follow them. Now, Wat Si Saket is a Buddhist Wat in Vientiane. Now, if you remember, Wat means temple. Most of these temples you are not allowed to film inside, but outside is okay, so that's why I couldn't get footage inside. What is very interesting is this is which formerly held the Emerald Buddha, which is right now currently in Thailand. This Wat was built in 1818 on the order of one of the kings, which I believe this area was attached to Thailand. Of course, before Laos became its own country, some of the things were moved back and forth between the surrounding countries. Either way, this may be the oldest temple still standing in this area. It's very peaceful here, and it's surrounded by some other cool locations that we'll check out. Now, what's cool about that last stop that we're at, we're here at the Ho Fardokeo Museum. Ooh, I'm probably saying that all wrong. It's right across the street, and the presidential place is right next to it. Everything is like centralized right here, so you could easily just walk from one place to the next without spending that much time. So literally just a few minutes walking down, you'll see the presidential palace. It's cool to come just to say that you've been there and you've seen it. And then literally right next to it is the Hoffer Keo Museum, which looks pretty cool. This was first built in 1565 to house the Emerald Buddha, but has been rebuilt several times ever since. The interior now houses a museum of religious arts and a small shop, which again, you can't take any videos or pictures. They do have some very old artifacts here, so just coming through here and just looking at everything was pretty neat. Now, just to give you some quick history here, Luang Prabang was actually the capital, and later on the capital was moved to Vientiane. The temple was built on the grounds of the royal palace to house that Emerald Buddha, which was brought from Thailand, Chiang Mai, then the capital of Lana, to Luang Prabang. That's how all these cities and all these countries are connected, hundreds of years ago. This temple was used as a personal place of worship, and because of this, there is no resident of monks in this temple, unlike other monks in Laos. The Emerald Buddha stayed in the temple for over 200 years, but in 1779, Vientiane was seized by one of the generals who founded the current dynasty of Thailand. The figurine was looted and then taken from the temple, which then the temple was destroyed. The Emerald Buddha now resides in Wat Phra Keo, in a lot of history and very cool place to see. Now here we are at That Dam, or Black Stupa. It's kind of in the middle of this area. There's like a French building right here. The French had a lot of influence and they did a lot of stuff here, but this is the Black Stupa that we're going to check out. Now our final stop here is That Dam. which is also known as the Black Stupa, or means the Black Stupa. This is situated in the middle of a roundabout between Chanta Komain Road and Bartholomew Road. Many Lao people believe it is inhabited by a seventh-headed Naga who tried to protect them from an invasion by the Siamese army in 1827. Very cool to see that it's just right here in the middle of all these buildings. And that is it for the city. The place is actually pretty cool. A lot of history. Yeah, let me know how to blast here. Very safe. Just, just follow the rules and you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.